Alright, Deck Tech. Yeah, so, yeah, excuse the a little bit softened, beginning, but, okay, so for those who have been following me on Twitter, I'm sure you couldn't wait to see what, this newest concoction, would be like, to see, to see me try my newest, crazy concoction in the league, but, yeah, so this is basically where we're at. The only difference between the last list I trophied with and the one I'm going to be running now is I'm going back to my classic, trusted, never let me down friend, Faerie Conclave. Faerie Conclave has always been by my side. I actually, like, I didn't discover it like immediately, but I'm actually going to say that I discovered Faerie Conclave as like a possible good addition to Mutavault pretty early on, actually, because the thing is I first actually, I shouldn't say discovered it, I should say, like, I first started testing it, maybe, like, I don't know the exact time frame, but maybe within, like, 3 to 6 months or so after I first started. I don't know, like, don't quote me on that. It was probably less than a year after I first started playing Modern Merfolk that I started to test Faerie Conclave. It didn't become a permanent feature until a little bit later, but I definitely started testing it, and, yeah, I think how I first, yeah, I think so. When I first discovered Faerie Conclave, I think what it was that I was actually trying to build Legacy Merfolk, and at first I was trying to build Legacy Merfolk on a budget. I ended up actually just building the whole thing very quickly, because I built the entire thing in Legacy, just minus the Force of Wills, and I had, like, the Aether Vials and everything. And I just, like, bit the bullet, and at the time, like, I didn't have that much money, but I just ended up scrounging up, a lot of, like, I want to say most of what I had, but, like, a good chunk of what I had, and, I actually got the Force of Wills. But, like, I remember when I was researching, like, budget alternatives to cards, like, budget alternatives to Mutavault, some people were suggesting Faerie Conclave as a budget alternative to Mutavault, but in Legacy, like, I think I tried it really, really briefly in Legacy, but it's horrible in Legacy, because, it comes into play tapped and immediately gets wastelanded, and then Wasteland at that point is just a 0-mana Stone Rain. The only thing keeping Wasteland from being a 0-mana Stone Rain on non-basics is that at least you get to tap them for mana before it does its thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's hard to explain, but it's like, they go down a land, you go down a land. But if you played a tap land, in a way, like, if you never got to tap it for mana, it's almost like you never even played it. So, anyway, long story short, I remembered this card as, like, a budget alternative to Mutavault, but, I was getting mana flooded a decent amount, and I was just thinking, why don't I play this in addition to Mutavault? And, oh yeah, and actually, because actually in Legacy, what I ended up settling on as a budget, I needed a budget replacement for actually Wasteland. I should say I got basically the entire deck in Legacy at first, except that I was just missing the Wastelands. But actually, I tested Proxy with Wasteland, and I tested with Mistress Factory, and actually in Legacy, Mistress Factory actually was working pretty well. It's hard to explain, but, like, somehow, anyway, it doesn't work in Modern, as I may have shown in one of my videos. I'm not sure if that went up or not, but long story short, having 8 manlands is a very, very comfortable amount of manlands. I definitely think that the deck can use 24 man. I mean, can use 20 lands, 8 manlands very easily. And, we're still on 4 Waterlogged Grove. I mean, it was working for us when we were on Glasspool Mimics, and if anything, these are going to be easier to crack because we're going to have more mana sources, because Faerie Conclave is going to come into play as a land 100% of the time, and not as a copy creature at all. But yeah, I mean, basically with 12 utility lands, basically we're never going to flood anymore. I mean, sometimes we might just get ground out, but, like, from some of my initial testing, which obviously some of my initial testing was already with the Glasspool Mimics, which is almost the same thing, but the difference is, remember how many games we had? Well, I'm not sure if I actually have any videos up of that, but, like, I had a lot of games where those Glasspool Mimics, like I played 2, 3 of them. I mean, sometimes I got value out of the 4th one, but there was, like, most of the time I would play like 1, 2, or 3 of them in play tap before I played, like, I would almost always play my Glasspool Mimic as a creature, as I would almost always play like my second, third, or fourth Glasspool Mimic as a creature. I would almost never play the first one as a creature. I almost always needed the first one as a land. And every time I played Glasspool Mimic as a land, especially when I played like 3 of them as a land, it just felt so bad, because those were just basically inferior islands that just came into play tapped, and they had no extra utility for the rest of the game. And like, I just thought to myself, man, maybe Faerie Conclave still might have some chops, because I mean, you know, like, sure, it comes into play tapped, and you know that can be annoying sometimes, but I mean, unlike Glasspool Mimic, it can turn into a creature at any time later in the game, and that's some serious grind power where your lands start turning alive. You know, once the game goes longer, and you exhaust your other resources, and you draw some more of your islands and Minamos and Oboro, and then you have enough mana to just start pinging in or something. And yeah, all I have to, and also Faerie Conclave, I think the fact that it is flying has been severely underrated in a lot of Magic past. Like, I mean, sure, they're like, obviously it's not the best against Lingering Souls. It's not the best against Icefang Coatl, needless to say. Although sometimes you can maybe bait them out to blocking with like an Icefang Coatl, and then like play Brazen Borrower, and then like, so, you know, maybe it can team up with its fairy buddy, Brazen Borrower, to try to get the bigger 1 toughness body through the finish line, if they preemptively block the Faerie Conclave. But yeah, at the end of the day, the fact that it is flying just means that in most matchups, it's just a very, very solid, you know, poker, you know, and sometimes like it's almost kind of pseudo reach, because sometimes if you just like get them low enough with like a few good swings with Master of the Pearl Trident, buffing your army and giving Island Walk, or even sometimes just 1 swing with Master of the Pearl Trident, sometimes you can just finish them off with Faerie Conclave and, you know, maybe Brazen Borrower too, just finish them off with the team Flying Fairy. You know, I almost kind of wish there was like a little mini fairy payoff I could play, because now I've got some fairy companions for Brazen Borrower. But yeah, so there you go. I'm back on Faerie Conclave. I'm back on Waterlogged Grove, and I'm back on Mutavault, and I'm playing 1 Minamo and Oboro. Minamo is actually insane in this deck. You don't want to play more than 1, because like it's still like it's still obviously, you know, doesn't do anything if you have more than 1. And it's not like so insane, but it's just such a freebie over a regular island, and like it's totally not frivolous anymore. Untapping Svalin is actually super relevant because it's indestructible a lot of times. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, we're maxing out on the utility lands. This is you know, this is for real. I mean, for real in the sense that like we never mana flood. Sometimes we get outground, but like I said, when you get outground, you don't have a bunch of lands in play. Like, if you lose because you got outground, we're usually losing with like a small handful of like islands, like maybe a Minamo or an Oboro in play, and like maybe an Aether Vial or 2 in play, and that's like it. Like, we're not going to have a lot of lands in play, because if we're getting outground, like they're killing our Mutavaults, our Faerie Conclaves, we're cracking our Waterlogged Groves. I mean, like, yeah, like the actual amount of like lands that don't have utility is only 8, and that's a very, very small fraction of our deck. So yeah, suffice it to say, I know the Faerie Conclaves can be a little clunky. The Waterlogged Groves can sometimes dish out a decent amount of damage, but man, is it a sweet feeling that mana flood is just not a thing in this deck. It's just not a thing. Okay, I shouldn't say not a thing, because I do think once I drew like 5 islands in a row or something, which that does technically qualify as mana flood. But I think that was with a previous version. I think that wasn't with the Faerie Conclave version. So actually, I might have had some of those Glasspool Mimics in play too that could have been more useful if they had been Faerie Conclaves. But anyway, so Aether Vial needs no introduction. Tide Shaper. So I've been liking Tide Shaper. You know, like one of the main things is I just like how it has. It's potentially a 2/2 for 1 mana, and the fact that it can make a land into an island is just kind of a gravy, because you know, Merfolk always kind of wanted just a 1 mana 2/2, and now it kind of has it in many ways. But with all these Urza Sagas running around, at least in the format presently, there's some talk about a ban, but it seems like actually it's the Ragavan and Dragon Rage Channeler decks that are like taking over the format, and not necessarily the Urza decks. Although the Urza decks are probably hot on their heels, but I don't know. I personally don't think Urza Saga's been so offensive, but then again, I'm the weirdo playing 8 main deck spreading seas effects. So yeah, Urza Saga is kind of a little bit of a liability sometimes if we have all these seas. If we tide shape them or play spreading seas on them. But yeah, Silvergill Adept is like the master grinder. Just so much, you know. Like I was just thinking, this is our equivalent of expressive iteration. You know, that card is insane for that blue-red prowess deck and for blue-red Delver. Like that card single-handedly makes them able to grind like into a relatively long period of the game. And like Silvergill is really that version for us. Like it trades a little bit of the digging. Like you don't get to like dig 3 cards deep. But on the other hand, you get a 2/1 body, and like a body is always better than just a random card in hand. So like, you know, it gives you a little less sort of like quality of cards, but it gives you a little more tempo because you know they actually have to spend mana to deal with the creature that got left behind, and you know there's a certain built-in quality control that you know you're at least going to get a 2/1 out of the deal, even if like you just draw land off the top or something. Spreading Seas, of course, like I said earlier, combines with Tide Shaper for some nice mana screw for the opponent. Also great against Urza Saga. Also great at turning on Island Walk. Harbinger of the Tides. Actually just pretty nuts in this format too. I mean, there's so many tokens running around. All that Regent thing, that yeah, Murktide Regent from the blue-red Delver deck. Sometimes you just kind of need this card, or that thing just overruns you. It won't always save you, but yeah, I mean, it's weird because this card looks very underpowered, but just, see, we don't actually play any hard removal, so actually it's kind of nice that we're actually playing 12 bounce spells and 4 like tap down effects, so we actually have a lot of ability to slow the opponent down, and I actually think that's kind of where we want to be. I mean, also with Affinity, we can bounce on the cranial plating with a, oh, and also like all this bounce kind of makes Hammer Time, you know, almost like a buy. Hammer Time, though, if there was ever a deck that's always able to juke you, it's obviously Hammer Time. But I rattled off a lot of wins against Hammer Time in a row with this deck. And when I say in a row, I mean like I rattled off a number of wins. I think 2 of them were probably consecutively. I don't know about more than that. But yeah, just being able to bounce stuff with a hammer on it or with cranial plating, also from traditional Affinity, it's just real good. Especially Hammer, because they usually can't re-equip it. Masters of Pull Trident, so you might be noticing, so now here's the elephant in the room that actually my tweet, you know, made the Merfolk community probably scratch their heads, but only 4 lords. So have I lost my mind? Well, probably, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is a bad idea, because think about it, where the format is, I mean, how often do our lords like really survive, you know? I mean, in my experience, not that often. There are some matchups without a lot of removal where our lords can survive and get in there, but a lot of times you don't actually need like a ton of lords to do the job. You just need a few, you know, maybe like 1 or 2. And repeal really helps. You know, repeal is a must if you're only playing 4 lords, because you need it to you know, protect your lord, or return it to your hand, and so you can deploy it again with Vial, or just deploy it again normally. But yeah, at the end of the day, lords are kind of like more of a late game card. It's a card that like we want to draw into eventually if the game goes long, but it's no longer a card that we want to see early in the game every single time. I mean, yes, the deck is a little bit slower, but I mean, like, there isn't that much like true combo running around, and you know, like for example, Tron, another deck that we kind of need to like finish them off quickly. I think the fact that we have 8 main deck Seas effects kind of makes up for the fact that we don't necessarily rush them as quickly with 8 lords. I mean, to be sure, there are probably some decks, like if somebody's still fooling around with a Titan Shift, and to some extent Amulet, like, sure, there are decks that, you know, we could benefit from having a faster clock. But, you know, 4 lords actually still does a pretty decent job. I mean, I remember that Static Orb Opposition Merfolk deck with 4 lords, just when Lord of Atlantis was holding the fort on his own. I think Merfolk was still actually doing good for, you know, for those previous times. But yeah, and Merfolk Trickster, of course, I mean, always a solid card. It should be noted that in addition to Swords of the Skyclaves dying instantly if you target it, also the Construct tokens from Urza Saga and from Urza itself die instantly because their power and toughness are set by the ability, just like Swords of the Skyclaves. But also, remember that this also applies to Territorial Kavu. So a 2-mana 5/5 looting card, you know, just play your 2-mana flash, destroy it when it comes into play effect. That's kind of the way it used to work as a glitch on Magic Online against Tarmogoyf for a while, and now we get to basically relive those glory days, and I don't think they're ever going to, quote, fix it, because that's just the way, Territorial Kavu is working. So that's nice, just get to blow up Territorial Kavu, you know, with Merfolk Trickster. No tricks required, it just dies if you target it, because it's, yeah, like it's basically a 0/0 that gets pumped by the number of non-basic land types that are in play. So if you remove all its abilities, then its base power just goes back to 0. You know, just like the construct tokens, because they check artifacts to boost basically from 0, and just like the scores of the sky plays, because that also has you know, like checking life totals to boost it from 0. And Brazen Borrower. I mean, so like I said with Faerie Conclave, you know, sometimes just a 3/1 flyer just really helps poke and just finish them off. You know, like it's actually, and also sometimes it's nice to block creatures with flying. Unfortunately, it doesn't block regular creatures without flying, but still, being able to block creatures with flying, sometimes that's all you need. But yeah, mainly it's just like the petty theft, the ability to set the opponent back. Like there's so much like Ragavan and other cards that are so aggressive. As long as you have an Aether Vial, so here's the thing, like, as long as you have an Aether Vial, all of these cards are actually giving you really, really solid tempo. Because every turn, you're returning something to their hand, even if you paid 1 more for it with Repeal, even if you paid 1 more for it with Petty Theft. You know, like, you are putting 1, 2, or 3 mana worth of card into play off of Aether Vial. Well, they're only replaying 1 mana worth of card from their hand for the card you bounced. So, yeah, basically, you know, bounce spells can really help you pull ahead from your opponent if you've got Aether Vial. And if you don't have Aether Vial, well, at least with like Repeal, and which I guess this is also kind of explaining Repeal, you know, at least you can draw into your Aether Vials faster. And sometimes, you know, there's no shame in the fact that sometimes you just need these to prevent from dying, and then sometimes you can get like an indestructible Svelan, or like a Master Pearl Trident to push lethal or something, you know. Sometimes you're like on the ropes and you just need to bounce something that's killing you until you find an answer, and sometimes that's good enough. I mean, a lot of times it isn't, but a decent amount of time, maybe a lot of times, it is. And yeah, and Svelan is obviously like Civilan. You gotta remember. Yes, Civilan is definitely one of the key cards that's really holding the whole deck together. And I think this is one of the reasons why we can go below 8 Lords, because this is kind of like another Lord, but it's like a better mid-range type Lord. These are better aggro Lords, but this is a better mid-range Lord. And when this comes down, okay, something that I almost forgot, or I almost didn't realize at first, because there's so much to this card. But like, if you need to push for a lot of damage, but you're worried that they might Lightning Bolt your Lord or something, and then they might make bad blocks, if they only have 1 mana untapped, slam your Civilan, and that way they're going to have to bolt the Lord before combat, because if they wait till combat, then that Ward 1 is going to get them, because they're not going to have an extra mana to pay that Ward cost. And that happened to somebody. Somebody forgot about the Ward ability, and they that was not pleasant for them. But yeah, I mean, being able to draw a card every time you attack, 4 toughness, yeah, this card is really is a lot of times what really allows us to pull ahead. It's kind of like our Murktide Regent. Obviously, it's not as large, but like it allows us to draw cards, and it has a very big body. And it's indestructible a good amount of the time. And sometimes it's correct, actually, to wait until you've got a good amount of Merfolk in play, so it's indestructible. I mean, sure, some decks can exile it or something, but against, like, some decks that have, like, Unholy Heat or something, like, if they don't have a ton of removal, if they have, for whatever reason, don't have a hand with a ton of removal, then, you know, sometimes you play the extra Merfolk, and remember, they got Ward, so they cost twice as much mana to play the regular Merfolk. So if you wait until you've got a decent amount of Merfolk in play, sometimes they can't actually destroy it, because they have to go through all of your other Merfolk first. Bottom line, Civilan is the thing that's taking this deck to new heights, no doubt about it. I knew this card was good, but you know, my review video basically said that, like, can you believe it? I thought that Rashid and Daken had the best chance to put Merfolk like into tier 1. I was totally wrong about that. I played it, and it's not the same thing as Rashid Import. If we got actual Rashid Import, but for some reason only we could play it, like if it was like actually a land like it used to work, then we might be talking. I think the biggest problem with Trident Dockhand is that it doesn't have haste. If it had haste and hexproof, then I think we might be talking. But obviously that's a little kind of dumb. But if Trident Dockhand had haste and hexproof, because that's kind of what actual Receded Horde is. I mean, it kind of has haste because you can just tap it right away, and it kind of has hexproof because not a lot of things target lands. So, you know what I mean? But anyway. But yeah, Svealing clearly is I actually think Merfolk has the potential to be tier 1. I really do. I think this may be my deck with the second best win record besides my red deck, and you know, like, it's not impossible that it might be able to push this, you know, very close. Who knows? Maybe even beyond the red deck. I mean, I kind of doubt it because, I mean, at least where I left off, that red deck was doing really well, but this has been doing pretty well too. So anyway, so the sideboard. Yeah, we got our 4 relics. We've known them for a long time. We got our 4 counter spells. You know, instead of Deprive, we get to play the actual thing now. Of course, we've been doing that for a while. And then Chalice and Force Negation. So I'm just going to basically explain. I used to, for the longest time, have 3 Chalices and 4 Force Negation. And on some level, that makes sense because you can, like, play multiple Force Negations. And, you know, sometimes more than 1 Chalice is a dead card. But man, though, when you really need Chalice in a matchup, you really need Chalice. So yeah, like, it's so good, and the matchups where it's good against. And, like, and Force Negation's always good, but there are very few matchups where, like, I mean, until what's it called, Neobrand comes back or something, I don't think there's going to be a deck that completely revolves around Force Negation. And even if it does, mulling to 3 of these is not ideal, but I've played some decks of 3 Leyline of the Voice before and mulled to 3 and still managed to take down a few matches here and there. It does decrease your odds, but, like, it still is possible. But yeah, at the end of the day, Force Negation, like, it has a lot of overlap with Counterspell, and there's not a lot of necessary need to have, like, 8 of these effects. It's kind of just a nice, like, backup for Counterspell most of the time. And yeah, so I'm just playing it as a 3 of, and I'm playing a Counterspell as a 4 of. And also, this should be encouraging. I know some people ask me about replacements for Force Negation because I haven't got my paper copies either, so I'm not looking forward to shelling out for this. But yeah, apparently this has just gotten absurdly expensive, and yeah, and, like, you know, basically this could be replaced with something like, oh, I don't know, Pithing Needle, or maybe to get around Chalice, like Sorcerer's Spyglass. Sorcerer's Spyglass could be, well, anyway. Sword. I don't know if I actually have a copy. Well, anyway. Yeah, Sorcerer's Spyglass is definitely another option, because it can be good against Planeswalkers, which is Force Negation helps against. It can be great against, yeah, like, it can cover some bases because we don't really have true Artifact or Enchantment Destruction. You know, like, it's not bad. Pithing Needle could be a consideration too, although it's a little bit of a non-go with Chalice. Yeah, and also being able to see their hand is pretty sweet, so probably I'd be on Sorcerer's Spyglass. But yeah, you know, so there's definitely options now for if you don't want to shell out for Force Negation. And yeah, Chalice is super well positioned in the format. Like, actually, yeah. So for those who might have watched my State of the Deck video, the Chalices were in the main. But I've actually been playing a lot, and the thing is, like, there's just a lot of decks out there that still aren't necessarily that don't necessarily fold to Chalice. So, you know, Chalice main can be good, and it's just that Aether Vial is so helpful in this matchup. And also that means I have to, like, either not play Tideshaper or move Tideshaper to the board, which feels awkward. But, like, there's just so many matchups where Aether Vial, I mean, like, there's just, Aether Vial is, like, always so welcome. And if you're facing, like, a control deck with very few 1-mana spells, and, yeah, like, there's a very good chance that playing Chalice is gonna hurt you more than it is them. That said, if you're facing, like those, you know, Dragon Rage Channel or Ragavan decks, man, a lot of times there's a lot of 1-drops for you to feast on. So, yeah, I've been loving this deck. I actually think it's been even smoother since the introduction of Faerie Conclave. Let's see how it goes, and special thank you to all of my viewers and everybody who likes and subscribes. Thank you so much. Please smash that like button. You know, definitely liking this video is going to help it out enormously. That's like the first thing that helps, I think. But you know, special thank you to all my patrons. You know, yeah. And I know this video still doesn't have a mic, but remember, I'm in the process of getting a mic, so so I still got some old backed up videos, and yeah, this one might be the last one before I have before I get a new mic. We'll see. At least the last Merfolk one. So yeah, without ado, let's get into the games. But first, shout out to my patrons. Thank you again so much. Okay, match one. So basically the same list as that list that we posted on Twitter previously. Yeah, with the last trophy actually of the season, trophy number 14, just with Faerie Conclave instead of you know, just to curve out nicely. I'm going to be just play out the Tide Shaper. But yeah, basically it's the same list, just instead of Glasspool Mimic, we have Faerie Conclave. Just nice that Faerie Conclave always has, you know, utility laying around, whereas Glasspool only if you can play this creature. Alright, let's see. Attack. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll get some Master of the Pearl Trident. Let's see. Yeah, if we don't have Aether Vial, I think almost always the Faerie Conclaves are going to be better than the Glasspool Mimics. Basically without that exception. Okay, well if they tick down to kill Silvergill, I can finish it off with Master. Or I could hit the Triome. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll hit the Triome. Because that also pumps it. Yep. Just never know if this might mess with their mana a bit. Ready? Alright, well... you know, it's possible that maybe I should have let on the Lord first, but... because then I could have, Spreading Seas played another Lord. But, I also like the idea of Brazen Borrowing this thing. Yeah, this is a pretty free Brazen Borrow. And spending 2 mana to bounce a 3 mana card that doesn't get any value when it comes into play is pretty nice. Righty. That is what we call GG. Alright, see, and part of that was made possible by playing Tideshaper on turn 1. Sometimes you just need to get on board quickly, you know what I mean? Alright, I definitely went Counterspell because they've got a lot of big stuff that could definitely use some countering. I don't know, I don't think Spreading Seas is that necessary. I don't think Relic is that necessary, or Force Negation, or Chalice, so I think this is basically it. You gotta love how the Tideshapers can come down as a 1 mana card. Yeah, we'll keep this once again. Once again, we have a curve. You know, it's pretty decent. Okay. Yeah, if they just naturally play an island, I'm kind of inclined. Draco. Indeed a goal. Okay. Alright, yeah. Question, should I just play this out? Probably. Unless they miss their land drop or something. No. If they're not missing land drops, then they know we've got the Tideshaper, but I wanted them to attack so we could get tempo value from Harbinger. Alright. Now we have to race, so Tideshaper as a 2/2. I'm going to put no until further notice. I think I'm going to attack with everything. They might block, but then I can remove Draco. And Draco. They see it, what's up? They do not see it, what's up? Draco time. Yes. Yes. Alright. Yeah, I like it, Draco. Okay. Of course, we'll have to take a turn off next turn, most likely, because they're Draco is going to be a brick wall for us. And there's Draco. Sign of Draco. I remember Draco. A cool card from back in the day. From back in the day. If they didn't have a mana untapped, I'd probably just attack and bounce whatever they blocked, but I don't. Please, Silvergill? Okay. No, I'll take it. Yep. See, they're not familiar with the MHayashi repealing ways. The ways of the repeal. Okay. I can't quite repeal that. Unfortunately, repealing this has revealed our hand that we have it, but still building our board. Oh yeah, Svalent time. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this up to 3 just for that. That's a lot more tempting, but. Yeah, I have to try because eventually this Mantis Rider is just going to kill me if I don't present some kind of counter resistance movement. Okay. If they double Tribal Flames me and attack me in the sky, then I'm a goner. Okay, well that's not double Tribal Flames. And, you know, that's not a bad card, but it's definitely one of the most innocuous cards that could hit. Just continue building my board even though this won't bounce anything. We got another one, thankfully, anyway. Okay, so as we go about doing this, we attack with everything. Now they'll just triple block. They'll triple block, and then what's the point? I could also just repeal the Mantis Rider. I might as well attack with this Sweet one. The Draco is completely unbounceable. By repeal, at least. Alright, I guess we'll take one more hit from the Rider, and, you know what, I don't have to stand for this. I can totally... Oh, it has hexproof. Shoot. Alright, didn't realize that. So I can counter this. If only Mantis Rider didn't have Vigilance. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, Brazen Borrower, Counterspell. We definitely have what we need. Yep, we'll keep. You know, I'm actually going to hold up Counter Magic because what's it called? Because Territorial Kabu actually is kind of a big problem. Let's get some Tide Shaper out here. Tide Shaper just costing 1 mana is just so nice. Yeah, let's attack. Just to make my land drops, I'm going to drop the Silvergill. Okay, yep. That's some good land drop making. If they run out Mantis Rider, I might counter that as well. Alright. Well, we got the amount of mana we needed anyway. Yep, that's fine. This bullshit. Yeah, I guess we'll counter that. Because that's kind of intense. They don't have any blue in their domain toolkit. They're not blue. 4-color deck at this point. With no blue, that means no Mantis Rider. Let's see here. I just have a strong feeling that they've got something up their sleeve. Yep. And I'm going to play a Faerie Conclave. Because that could be a good way to push damage. And notice how this would be, this is, I think, fairly better than that. Faerie Conclave, I think, is fairly better than Glass Pool Mimic right here. Maybe actually Seas and Spreading Seas really are the way to go. I mean, Tide Shaker. Because if we really mess with their mana, they can't really do anything. Okay. Now if they kill it, I peel. That's how these things work. 4th Lightning Bolt, it's fine. IT. Alright, got him. I guess that's GG's. GG's. Alright, match 2. Let's see. Hand is a little clunky and might deal a lot of damage to me. That is a little bit of an issue. Mill. Alright, mill is fun. Both. Man, if that was Relic, that would have been pretty sweet to drop right there, but I think, we've experimented with Relic, but I'm just going to go back to what was bringing us good results before we started experimenting with other things. That is 8 Cs. Alrighty. Oh, this is not... Holy moly. Okay, so yeah, this is not mill. Well, the good news is that either Harbinger or Brazen Borrower may be able to solve our Ashen Rider problem for now. Okay, so I guess this is a job for Harbinger. I mean, Harbinger puts a creature on the battlefield and bounces, as opposed to just bounces. Cruelty, all of this stuff. Footsteps of the Goryo. Jace is the Minesweeper. Entrancing Melody. What on earth is going on over there? Come on. Alrighty. Well, we need to draw cards, so Silvergill, I guess it is. And eventually these lands are going to kill us, though. Yeah. We can only tap these so many times. I wonder why they put Body Double, why they reanimated Body Double, so just Archon directly, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah. Jeez, I don't know what's taking the opponent so long. So Spreading Seas doesn't not seem at its best. Tideshaper seems like it could be good. Harbinger seems excellent. Repeal also does not seem to be at its best. Yeah, and I would think this would be a good start, but I think honestly we can streamline even further. Yeah, Trickster could be good, but do we really need it? Honestly, maybe not. Yeah, I think Force Negation is just better. And honestly, you know what, Harbinger, Harbinger is good, but I think Harbinger almost saved us that last game, but I think the instant speed is going to be better. And I probably shouldn't have insta-kept. Let's shape some tines. Okay. Radical idea. Alright, well, I don't know if they can put anything in their graveyard and reanimate the same turn, so I'm going to do this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, good. No good random targets. Six or sorceries. Let's see. Let's see if holding a relic can best win here. Radical idea. You know, I'm going to save these because ultimately these are kind of like a pseudo counterspell. Yeah, I'd love to play Aether Vial, but I gotta be able to hold up mana. And I can even make Sphealin indestructible, which is always nice. I'm only doing this with one because I may want to blow it up, and then yeah, I may want to blow it up and use it, and then still have the other one available to tap. You just never know. But in case they've got some kind of weird delve shenanigans, so I have that covered. Yeah, see, like right here, if they had 2 persists, then having an untapped relic would have been pretty key, but having this tap doesn't make a difference, because if I sacrifice it, it's it. Footsteps of the Gordio. You know, I could allow that, but why would I? He's especially when I took the trouble to keep this relic untapped and everything. Okay, see, and now I get to remove that card. To keep their graveyard nice and empty. Makes it harder for them to set up some type of kill. Okay. Alright, nice. Nice, the Silvergill to pay the bills. Alright. Yeah, and then let's just get Aether Vial. If it's not now, then it's never. Ready. Damn! Alright, well, it's coming out. Damn. It should be spelled like damn. It's long victory back here. Oh. Man, they're getting to draw their next card, probably sideboard and everything, before I even get to talk about instantly leaving the game. What is this? Like, why? Hello, can I draw a card? I guess I get to draw a card. I get to join in on the action. Hello. Yeah. Anybody home? Yeah. I might not be able to sideboard, but maybe that's okay. Okay, I might have lost connection. Oh, well, that was, jeez. Okay, and now it's not letting me submit deck or sideboard. Nice. Man, Magic Online can be glitchy. Okay, well that's about time. Yeah, so the only change I would make is, I think, I'll put Merfolk Trickster. Because, like, in theory, Harbinger can bounce stuff back to their hand, but in reality, a lot of times it's kind of too late by the time it comes to that. Okay, here's the on. Alright, let's get to it. Finally, my submission was received. Okay, so I don't know if they already submitted. Okay. Well, we have Counter Magic and we have Petty Theft for the Great Reset, if necessary. Looks like their clock may have been the one that whittled down. Oh man, I'm Burial Rights. I hate it when they just mill that for free. Okay. See, like right here, this could have been a, this would have just been sitting in play as a glass pool if it was Mimic. Okay. Stillness, silence. Man, I wish this one Harbinger was 1x4. Well, they don't have anything in their graveyard yet, so I know this doesn't seem advisable. But, like, also if you think about it, I need to hit my land drops, and also, like, they're kind of working maybe towards Burial Rights, but also, like, they haven't put anything in the graveyard yet, so I don't know. Radical idea. Yeah. Power to the people. Okay. Well, that's fine, because I think I am the aggressor. And, alrighty. Okay. That's, this is a good one to play. And I kind of like it too, because it allows me to be a little more aggressive with my mana to keep it 1 up instead of 2. If they can Burial Rights, there's nothing to Burial Rights, so I gotta look at that. Alrighty. Come now, come on, come on. Come on. Damn! Well, what I can do about that. They put a cuss word in Magic, although they already had Damnation, but... Alrighty. So, if we draw a land, we'll play Svelan. Okay, Svelan time it is. It's just, like, too advantageous to be able to keep drawing like a card each turn. An end of turn Brazen Bar Runner Relic would suck, but it is what it is. Okay, good. Didn't bounce anything. Alrighty. Collective Brutality. Alright, and see, that was one reason to play out Relic. His counterspell wasn't necessarily reliable because of discard. Alrighty. Alright, I guess let's draw some cards. I just hate that they get to mill, but... Maybe... I'm surprised they don't just, yeah. You could play Tide Shaper, but, I think Brazen Barber is better. Unless they put a big fatty in the graveyard, though, I have to, I mean, then, like, that unlocks some burial rights. Well, okay, they could have blocked with it, though, right? I mean, fine. Okay. You got it, pal. Persist. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to stop that. It also hits the Burial Rights. Yay, and I have another counterspell. Well, that could have been a reason to play Tide Shaper. Ready. Man, I don't want to attack the Silvergill. I'm going to attack him. Okay. This will fall prime. This is not, though, the most... That's not the most insurmountable, unbelievably unstoppable type. For animation target, at least. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, let's go for the win then, shall we? Oh, yes, already. Nice. Alright, match 3, let's do it. Let's do it. Yep, so let's see how match number 3 can go. So far, I think the Conclaves are proving themselves. Okay. Now see, my concern here is I don't want to just run the Tide Shaper out into counter magic. That's the problem. But at the same time, if it's worth countering, you know. You know what? Let's do it. Because that's just looking a little too juicy. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. I shut off the white and the red part of that. I can reset the Tide Shaper later on and make the sprawl fall off, so that could be cool. I'm going to say no for the most part. So this does not have... Okay. Nath. Okay. Let's just do this now. Okie dokie. That's an interesting card. Well, I don't have Dismember, so paying life isn't really too much of an issue. Yeah, take that. You'll never be the same again, haha. Just kidding. I don't like bouncing either of these cards. That seems to be a weakness of this deck. It's like, what do you do when bouncing isn't good? I wish Omnath didn't draw a card when it came into play. Sheesh. You know what? I'm just frickin' petty thefting this. Yeah, they get more basic lands, but so what? Big whoop-de-doo. Maybe I should have Harbinged it, though. Okay. Carry on. Well, at least this is kind of minimal. Well, let's, we're going to draw an extra card off of Ice Fang anyway, so let's at least reset its tempo. Alrighty. Okay. Man, this is rough. Everything draws a card when you enters the battlefield over there for them. Oy. I mean, $1 million is no joke. Okay. Alright, well, at least I have something quick and easy to appeal. Yeah, I gotta try to run them out of Ice Fangs. So there's just nowhere I can think of. Okay. There's no creatures in the graveyard. Perhaps there might be some. Righty. Okay. Ugh. I don't know why they didn't do that after I'd already committed to attacking. Particularly to do the same thing. Okay, so let's get back to it. Yeah, I don't know what these clauses necessarily are, but that's what it is. Okay, so it's Angel Prowess or Kiki something. It's a Kiki Ford style deck. Okay. Okay, so what's the plan for this deck? I think that is counter spell. I was mostly seeing non-creatures. They might have Ephemerate in there somewhere. I didn't see like a ton of 1-drops. Did see some Greenberg shenanigans. Okay. Well, we know balance is really not. Brazen Borrow also gets stonewalled by that Ice Fang Claw a little too easily. But yeah, other than that, this looks solid. I can really punish the Utopia Sprawl. Which is always nice. Okay. Let's see. Man, this would be great if it had mana. It's not true of all mana screw hands. They're so gassy, they're just missing land. Oh, I think we need all mana for sure. And realistically, the Masters go a long way in helping out here. Let's go Aether Vial. Go Aether Vial. And go Aether Vial. Go Aether Vial. Alright. Oh yeah, for sure. We just play this. Yeah, play this. Yeah, we're doing it this way because this way we get maximum value out of our Aether Vial, and we still get to attack for 2 next turn if we want to, or we get the option of playing Sweetland. In other words, this way we do the same amount of damage as we were looking at playing the Lord, but we also have more options, including the most likely option of playing Sweetland. Okay. The only problem is, I've got a feeling that they've got something up their sleeve. Yeah, including possibly a Skyclave operation. I don't know. There's just a lot they could have. I don't want to run the Faerie Conclave right into a Icewind Coatl. Excuse me. Excuse the yawn. There it is. Okay, hopefully it's not little fairy. That thing is annoying. Season comments. Okay, didn't see that last game, but that's okay, because that means... Let's show exactly what that means. It means a good target for appeal, at least. I can crack back, so... Yeah, I'm going to hold on to appeal. It is interaction at the end of the day. And it's also defensive interaction. Yes. Double repeal. Okay, well... We shall see. Omni on math. Martini. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I mean, I guess we have to do something with our mana, and everything else gives them value in it. So, like, yeah. Guess we'll just do this. So, draw a card. Alright, well, we mission accomplished as far as making Svelin indestructible. Nice. Alright, now we can turn it if we really need to. But what I really want to do is I want to protect this Master of the Pearl Trident, because I think at the end of the day, this Master is going to be my ticket to victory. So Faerie, Time Reveler. Oh, shoot. Yeah, well, shoot. I wish I had an opportunity to respond to, like, losing instance, like being able to repeal it or something. Well, that's a little bit odd. That's a little bit odd. Oh yeah, I can't respond as an instant. I mean, they could have done that anyway, so... Okay, now it is ward, so I'm going to... Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to block, but I'm going to animate this. Hopefully this was a not well thought out attack. Taking Omnath was pretty nice. Okay. It's a Harbinger card. That's also nice. Let's see here. Maybe this to this, this to this, this to this. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I should have attacked with the Mutavault too. Yeah, but I want to be able to repeal and play Merfolk Trickster. I might as well just Trickster this now, right? I don't care about losing 4 life, actually, whatever. Yep. I think I need to take down Omnath. Okay, what is this gonna do? That's fine, I've got a backup one anyway. Yep. So, it's out. Reset this, because I don't think I need this on 3 anymore. And yeah. Yeah, counterspell, this is nice. Alright, I'm just gonna attack. Should I attack with that too? Yeah, they want to get maximum value from Urion. Okay, now I'm a little bit worried about Mystical Dispute, not gonna lie. So I think, believe it or not, because whether Urion resolves or not is going to be so critical to the future of mankind, I think I'm going to hold up Counterspell. Smart. They don't have enough for actual counterspell. What the frick is this? I don't think... What? Restoration Angel? Restoration Angel is still kind of a problem, but okay. So I'm going to try to get some quick card advantage off my Silvergill. So that's a nice little trick Repeal allows you to do. RT. Let's see, Merfolk Trickster. F6. This could be definitely an argument for more lords. That is going to be important. Just in case they've got children. Ephemerate. I'm sure. Got it. They could have gone for more dig with Seasoned Pyromancer, but not raw card advantage. Well, this 100% has to be responded to. Okay, thank goodness no one Veil of Summer. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to Merfolk Trick. I'm going to play a Merfolk Trick. Restoration Angel. And I'm thinking about just... Okay, fine. At least they tapped out. Alright, draw a card. Always heal. Always no. Oh shoot. For some reason I made the other one always auto heal too. Well, maybe it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we have this. We have this. can't push one, so let's see. Is this 17 damage? Oh, it was. Nice. I just decided to just find out instead of calculating. Oof. Alrighty. That was a slog. That was a slog. Now, actually, having seen that they are a core deck, which I probably should have assumed, I think I'm going to trim the Tide Shapers. Yeah, I'm going to trim the Tide Shapers. Spreading Seas seem like they could be a little clunky, but like at the end of the day, I like drawing more cards. And Tide Shaper seems like it's the most useful little side ability here, so let's do it. Got him more. Okay. Well, I mean, this hand is not great, but it is acceptable. Yeah, I think we have to prioritize some kind of creature. Okay, hopefully we have one of our 5 spells again. And I think I have to hold up Counterspell for Omni on Math. Because I mean, like, yeah, sure, like, slowing down the birds can be okay, but if they drop on Math, then suddenly things become a lot more complicated, if you know what I mean. Oop, there it is. Alright. No Veil of Summer? Okay. Yeah, I don't believe in Veil of Summer. I choose to believe that card does not exist, then it can't hurt me. Okay. It's just a boom. Maybe it would have been better to play that out, but that's okay. Okay, this I can manage. This I can manage. Okay, that I can also manage. Yeah. And I feel like my sequencing may have kind of messed me up here. This is hard to take a life, you know. So take that life loss when I wasn't sure. Okay. Alright, well, they get a very, very minimal payoff. Very minimal payoff. Okay. Alrighty. In fact, I might just crack this. Is there a way I can Esper? They got so many of those birds. Okay. Here is the issue. They still might have been able to recover. That's a problem. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, let's just attack, because I think I can't win this turn anyway. I wish I could do something about this, but unfortunately I cannot. Yeah, having this up is probably better. I just took extra damage for nothing, though. See, like, sometimes I take the damage early, then other times I don't. It's just like... Yes. That could have been useful earlier to protect my lord. Okay, that's good. I don't think I use it yet, but... Do I take one more hit from Urion? I think I have to. Okay. Okay. Some play. That is good. Do this. Draw a card. Okay. That is fine. Maybe. I think. Yeah. I'll try to tap down the Urion. I think that I would rather not. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I would rather not. definitely gonna crack the relic. This is exactly what relic is for. Nice. Oh man, what a grind fest. Oh man. Okay, well, alright. Alright, match 4. And it's, I think this hand is just too clunky, just not enough blue mana. And, yeah, this hand is better. I think in this hand, repeal is a little bit iffy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to... Maybe I need, yeah, maybe I need that. There's a lot of advantages to holding on to it. Okay, this looks like it's Amulet. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, this is going to work. This will just... I feel like game 1 is kind of tough. Amulet game 1 is kind of tough. Trying to draw into another land to play Aether Vial, but so it goes. Huh, they don't have Titan. That's certainly an unusual surprise. Right. Somebody could prevent them from playing it if they did draw it. I guess this is kind of mana sensitive, isn't it? So much land downside. Alrighty. I guess there's kind of no point doing any of that, but I guess I'll play this. I don't know. Titan incoming. Okay, Titan incoming now. Concede. Concede. Come on, show it. Show us what you got. Let's consider cycling some stuff, maybe. Okay. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I definitely want to see what my next card is, because it might be like Lord of Atlantis, I mean, Master of Postgrad. I mean, I guess that works too. Alright, well, let's see. Maybe we somehow juke them. No, concession. 3, 2, 1. I'm just kidding. I do have Merfolk Trickster, so even if they do have Titan, maybe somehow. I don't know. Maybe somehow. Things always get interesting at the end because they always draw Titan right when they need it. The question is whether we have an answer. That's the question. Yep, see, either Titan or like a way to get Titan. Okay. Surprised I didn't use the Castle Garenberg's mana reduction capabilities. Okay. Tricky trick. Six, 7, 8, 10, 11? For real? Oh my goodness, we juked Amulet Titan game 1. Yeah, go figure. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's see. I think Chalice is good for the Summoner's Pact. I think Harbinger doesn't do that much, although Spreading Seas clearly doesn't do much. Harbinger is at least a clock. The Repeal doesn't do jack. Counter spell for sure. Spreading Seas, but Spreading Seas could still have some application. Maybe. And it could at least slow them down a little bit. It does draw us cards. Yeah, you know what? I mean, Harbinger is also just pretty meh. So Spreading Seas is a little meh, but Harbinger is very meh. There you go. Little meh beats very meh. Because, yeah, they're going to keep bouncing them, but sometimes you can slow them down by, like, a few turns. Well, 2 counter spells, can't mulligan this. Really wish these were, lol, really wish these were, Harbingers now. I guess that's okay. Yeah, actually, that's another thing. These synergize well with Tideshaper. I'll pump it up. Maybe we'll play it on 2. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Urza Saga. So this is why we need Spreading Seas. Right. Righty. And let's Urza Saga it up. And let's just do this, just in case that you want to use it next turn. Yeah, good call on keeping the Spreading Seas. They do like their Urza Sagas. Okay. Alright, so, I mean, what to do about this? I want to get this stuff down before they can go ham with Titan. Yeah, also if they play Dryad, this will continue to be, oh, never mind, because it affects basics too. Oh no. No. Elysian Grove, okay. Maybe I can keep him off green though. If I keep him off green, then maybe I can brazen borrow the Dryad Arbor. It's a little bit brittle. Valakut is another reason. Maybe I can return this to the hand though, right? I do have enough ways to deal with both of these, at least. Man, I really need to draw more cards, period, but I also need to not get killed by those tokens. I have counterspell, thankfully. I think I've got to counter this. It's kind of gross, but I think I have to do it. I have to take just yet. Yeah, I don't have to take just yet. Oh. I have to try for the double block. Really pretty small, it's not like. That's not good. Okay, but if I draw one more land, maybe I can counter it. But then they're gonna kill me with Zeus. Ooh. I have to try. And the Zeus is gonna kill me. So see, I think I have to do this. Actually, you have to wait. Oh, actually, Tide Shaper. Tide Shaper's a better blocker even. Let's see here. Yeah, so if they got a Titan, they got a Titan. Oh, actually no, because that only produces one colorless. But presumably it's a colorless that they can use on something, because otherwise, like, why did they not just hold this? Ah, I see, that's why. Well, at least I trade. What an insane game. Man, I need to, like, I just need to, like, cash these in for real lands. So I guess I got something to do with this, because otherwise, I wouldn't think they'd play it out yet. Alrighty. Well, we tried. At least that was an interesting game. Yep, and we'll bring it back, because, I mean, I think this hand is going to be able to do it. This hand might. You know, they didn't have to have, like, actual Titan, but anyway. Yeah, I don't think Brazen Borrower is at its best. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Okay, MoneyGram. Again, not an endorsement of MoneyGram. Ideally, I need counterspell. Come on. That's not maybe not bad. Yeah, so we're gonna try to do end of turn Lord and Brazen Borrower. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's her turbocharges. Let's see. Let's see. I think I'm going to try to tap this right now. The good news is they're islands, so if they have another board now. Let's see, if we tap full force, block, I'll take 8. That's still not bad. Still not bad. Yes. I can see that we want to drop, right? Oh, GG's. Nice. Wow, that was insane. Yeah, we were. Oh, that was 2 turns away. All right. All right, match 5, playing for the trophy. Let's see. Man, I maybe should know better, but I am going to keep this. Ready. Just played this just in case I drew like a blue source that wasn't gonna damage me. Yeah, Ragavan, Ragami, Ragayu, Ragavan, Ragastan. I think I'm gonna just use Repeal to keep Ragavan kind of off kilter. Yeah. Yeah, see, they're not afraid of blocking. Okay, so I think I'm also going to raise and borrow, but this is like I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants in a way because normally we'd want to save raise and borrower for a regent. But this Ragavan threat is a very serious threat, and I can't help but feel like they're prioritizing flipping. I don't know why they put this to the bottom. Maybe they're mana screwed. So now I can reveal Harbinger, and then play Harbinger, return Dragon Rage Channeler to hand. It's not perfect, but I mean, hey, this was kind of like, this is kind of what the deck's concept was somewhat built around. Oh my goodness. And you see, we need like these lands to not damage us, because like these lands do. So that's another reason why maybe these are better off. It's just Faerie Conclaves. Besides, you know, instead of Blast Pool. There's the Thought Scholar. You're so smart. I got a feeling this is a Regent. It's taking a while to spend some kind of cost. Alrighty. Okay. Let's think this through. Yeah. I don't know. This hand may not be shaping up to be that great. They still have 6 cards in hand. And the 3 cards they got on the table are doing a lot more than the 2 cards we have. Man, that's a lot of damage. Notably, if that Spreading Seas was a relic, it would have been too late anyway. Yeah, what is this? Alright, so I mean, I guess they burned this and they went. Alrighty. Yeah, I bet we won't be able to show our hand. Nope. Yeah, already left the game. Dang it, man. Everybody's got a better connection than me somehow. I don't think Tide Shaper or Spreading Seas is necessary. Pass to the full Trident, I think, is honestly also not necessary, even though they do have islands. So this one is a tough call, but I'm making it. Brazen Bar was too important. Honestly, Repeal might be negotiable. It's just so good with Chalice, but they just oftentimes don't. Yep. I know, I'm going Lordless. But the reality is other than Murktide, like, and I think with Murktide we want more defensive options anyway. Keep. No Chalice, but hand is otherwise solid looking. Let's do this. Aether Vial. Okay. Shuffle whatever there was on the top of the library away. Our library. Okay, we have a little bit of a slow start, which is good for us. You know, in the late game, I do believe these Faerie Conclaves will make up for the fact that they come in and play tapped. The key point is that the Aether Vial came in playing tapped. That's the key point. Alrighty. Yeah. Yes. Let's see, instant. Oh, they need a sorcery. No, instant artifact, creature, land. Yeah, so I'm going to try to. I am going to try to set up Sphelan instead of just play it out. It's just a little too vulnerable with Unholy Heat. But if I make it indestructible, then it's possible to do good things. Alright. Yeah, this sucks. I should have returned it. Well, anyway, I got 2 of these Phalans, so whatever. It just sucks so badly that just a simple demon, whatever you call it, Unholy Heat deals with it. But I definitely should have returned that Silvergill. The tempo play is so bad, though. And playing Appeal would have also helped me draw a card, which maybe would have helped me draw either Chalice or... right now I actually really want a Relic. Let's see here. Alpine Moon. That's interesting. I guess it's good that I play so many different types of... Man, so this could just get Unholy Heated again, but we shall see. Cracked Waterlogged Grove on the way. Alright, fine. And see how much different this would have been if I would have just repealed that Silvergill? Okay, actually, our luck may have turned around. can repeal the Alpine Moon too if I really need to. I'll repeal the Red again. Cluster Storm? Yeah, sure. I guessed. Maybe I'll Brazen Bar Armor. That could come in handy if there's ever a Murktide in my future. But I really want to get my Brazen game going. Fine. Fine. Happy. Hopefully I have a Merfolk to reveal. This is my, I might just be going for the Legend. Ooh, counter spell. Come on, please. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to tap out just yet. Dude, I'm gonna counter that. I don't care what you say. I think this is worth countering. Could play Brazen Borrower, but then what if they draw Murktide? Oh, come on, you gotta be efficient, right? Okay, I'm saving it for Murktide just because, like, that's definitely a huge card. A huge pain in the butt. With only one card in their hand, though, maybe I'm playing scared unnecessarily. That's another good reason to wait. I'm actually kind of tempted to bounce Alpine Moon. Depends if they play Regent, then holy moly, it was Regent the whole time. So good thing I held on to this. Yeah, I think we have to. Yeah, I think we have to play Theft. They can play it, but it'll only be a 3/3 at the moment at least. Okay. Malicious Barbers to the hammer 3. I've got 2 engine explosives. So putting this on 0 isn't exactly highest utility. Okay, well I guess I should have put it on 0. Yeah, go figure. Go figure, go figure. Okay. I think I'm just going to attack with this thing in. Yeah, let's play it and like another one of these as insurance. Try to play the Brazen Marwer, and I still be able to hold up Mutavault activation. Okay. Ooh. 5-0 point. Alright, but they had an exceptionally slow start, so can't always necessarily count on it going this way, but we also had kind of a not very good hand. Alright. Alright. Match point. Let's see. Let's see whose deck is really the tier 1 modern deck. If I win, then Merfolk is tier 1. I'm just kidding. Hopefully we can make it tier 1, in our hands at least. Let's see. Okay, not Ragavan is good for us. I don't know why they would send that to the bottom unless they're screwed up, they're mana screwed. That's kind of like their main way to pull ahead. Okay. I don't spell Pierce me, bro. Dang. I still think I have to get this out. It's too good to just pass up. Let's see if they... Okay, now the problem is I have to send this out because if they Thought Scour, okay, then I have to, then I had to crack in order to save myself from regen. But like I have to get this out sooner. The sooner I can get it out, the more I can keep these under control. Okay. It'd have been nice to counter that, not gonna lie, but... Let's see here. Very good. I think I'm withering at least this phase of the storm. Thinking about just blowing it, but I want to wait. Nice. I want to be able to hold up both Counterspell and Crack Relic. Hopefully that's not too greedy. Murktide region. I mean, let's try to counter that. Now they've removed a lot of their graveyard for us, which is always good. So they must have a removal spell. I don't want to like just waste this. Okay, let's see. Should I play Faerie Conclave? Yeah, because I think I don't want to... Will I block? Probably not. Will I block that? I don't need to decide. I could just tap it down with Trickster. Okay, well, Ward 1 at least. Actually, I don't think they can rage into exactly. I mean, like into exactly. Yes, draw cards. I need cards. Man, I kind of want to to just cash this in, because the problem is Regent is like 8. It can come down as a 4/4. I do have the Harbinger though. Yeah, come on, let's try to be patient. Let's really do that. Let's try to pop Relic right when the Dragon Rage channelers have Delirium. Okie dokie. Well, I guess this is when they have Delirium. Got it, pal. Solid block. Okay. Alright, this is good. Because now I get to... I was worried about cracking this because in response they could Unholy Heat. I feel good about this now. Maybe I should... Yeah. I'll do so. I mean, so far, I don't want to jinx it. So far, our position is not bad. Zero mana. I wonder why 0 mana. Why not? I guess they can't put it on 3. Oh, I guess for future chalices, maybe. Ready. Already. That's a strong card. So that's why they did that. Alright, let's do this. Already. It's a better land to play. Alright, I'm just going to play Chalice on 0. I mean, because, like, it's obviously gonna hit anything with 1. Oh, right. Oh, my goodness. Trophy. Dang it, man. Oh. On camera, too. Jeez. Oh, come on. The victory screen is causing lag, which is causing me to put a little say GG's. Alright. GG's. I meant GG's question mark, exclamation mark. But anyway. Alright. Oh, man. Whew. Feels good to go undefeated. Alrighty. Alright, post-league wrap-up. So, hey, we got another 5-0. Wow, that was something. Yeah, so what's the takeaway? Well, Domain Zoo, sometimes that deck can be challenging, but, hey, we got the Tricksters for the Territorial Kabus. We do have, Sveland to pull ahead. I'm beginning to think maybe that we shortchange the Spreading Seas because, they're not always going to have like a lot of lands in their hand, and if they're kind of short on lands, then we can really mess with their domain. It's just tricky because I think they do play a lot of lands because they're fairly high curved in addition to playing a lot of colors. So like if Spreading Seas isn't working, then it's really not working. But yeah, so it is possible that I shortchanged that a bit. Counterspell is also really nice against Domain Zoo because a lot of their stuff costs 2, 3, or more mana. Esper Reanimator. I'm calling this deck Esper Reanimator, but like it was playing crabs, which is a little unusual. This was kind of the biggest question mark deck. You see, like you don't necessarily run. You run into a lot of decks like these in leagues, so like that is kind of something that maybe, like you know what I mean. Like I guess the Chalice might have been okay, but it really would have just hit crab if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the Stitcher Supplier. There are decks like this that were like Chalice is not necessarily at its best, which is one reason why I'm not playing it in the main. And then 4-color Kiki Court, again, a deck that Chalice is not really at its best, but like that was a grind fest. Oh wow. But yeah, you saw like ultimately we just needed 4 lords. We did have Repeal to at least help with protecting them. Yeah, we had a lot of counter magic to help prevent their searching and all that. Amulet Titan, man, so obviously there was some really good luck that first game, but hey, the 8 Cs, I mean, we really we dealt with the Urza Sagas, and we cut our opponent off of their forests. So I mean, it's clear why they cut their hand because they were trying to win with Trident Grove. Yeah, I mean, we were able to. Or maybe I'm confusing it with another game where they actually got out of it. Yeah, I think I might be confusing that with game 2. In any case, yeah, game 1 was I think they just weren't drawing Titan for some reason. And maybe not Dryad either, or if they did have Dryad, maybe they didn't draw their Valakut. Anyway, so obviously, in game 3 we just obviously had what we needed, so that was obviously fair and square. But well, actually, game 3 was actually a little janky too because we didn't actually have like a counterspell. I don't think we also just played out a bunch of creatures and tried to rush them. But yeah, game 1 that was rough for the opponent, but hey, I think Amulet Titan is a rough matchup, and it's probably like one of the biggest hindrances to playing Merfolk. But honestly, it's not that bad. It's probably only like a 40% max bad matchup because I mean, like you could still rush them sometimes. You could still counter their Titan at a key moment. You just decide on your counter spells. It is beatable. Yeah, and then Delver. I mean, hey, Delver. Game. Oh, I forget which game it was. Game 1. The game we lost felt like almost unbeatable, but the games we won. Actually, one game I think, if I remember correctly, one game we felt like basically unbeatable. One game like they felt basically unbeatable, and another game was like a slogfest, and it could have gone either way. Yeah, that kind of feels about right. I think we're probably going to have to be prepared to win at least one really close slogfest with these Delver decks. But our deck is certainly fully capable. I mean, how is that? Our deck is fully capable of grinding with a deck that has almost unlimited burn. I mean, that's just how much utility we're packing in the deck, even before we bring in Chalice. So that's a good feeling for Merfolk. The fact that we don't just fold to a bunch of burn spells like some previous versions of the past did. So yeah, decks felt solid. At the moment, there's really nothing I can think of that I would change. The only thing that I changed from the previous list that I trophied, actually a couple times I think, was I changed this used to be Glasspool Mimic, which sometimes could be great when you put it to 3, but You know, like I said in my deck tech, I'm liking Faerie Conclave more because it's just really nice that it always comes into play as a land. It always helps your mana, but it's also always a feature later in the game too, unless there's like a Blood Moon or something. So, yeah. Anyway, until next time, you know, please like and subscribe. You know, please smash that like button. And again, thank you so much for all my supporters, especially my patrons. We'll get started with the next deck tech hopefully tomorrow. If I'm still doing this, you know, if this is still going up on a Saturday and then the other one will go up on a Sunday, I assume that I'm going to still have the same schedule, but you know, yeah, we will see, and take care, everybody.